Everybody who's making Gucci Mane the villain in this Pooh Shiesty situation needs to listen to the brilliant idiots and hear what Charlamagne the God has to say about this. Charlamagne the God, from my perspective, has provided the best commentary on this situation. He was talking about the situation on his podcast, Brilliant Idiots, with his co-host Andrew Schultz, and he tackled another layer to this situation that a lot of people is missing, and why I believe Gucci Mane is 100% justified for doing whatever he did to Pooh Shiesty, rather that's cooperating, rather that's telling, rather that's dropping a song where he lays out the entire thing that Pooh Shiesty did while Pooh Shiesty is indicted and fighting a case for doing it. I think Gucci Mane is justified.
And this is all alleged. I don't know if Pooh Shiesty did any of this, right? I'm just going off the stories I heard. I know that Pooh Shiesty wouldn't do that to a white man.
Right.
Well, whenever you hear these stories,
let me ask
it's
you,
literally always
a nigga on a
black
nigga.
Executives getting put in this position by black
well,
artists.
let me ask you this
You
question.
never hear.
You never heard a white executive. You never heard a black artist rob a white executive. You've never heard that. You see what I'm saying?
Sorry.
No.
Y'all always ask me to show y'all exactly how to get rich on YouTube, so I made a full-blown course. It's not complete yet, but you can order it right now. There's 5 hours of content in it right now. It'll be like 12 or 15-hour full course once it's done. It'll be done by April 1st, all right? So click the link in the description, get your course, and start learning how to really get rich on YouTube. I'm not just no one-hit wonder type guy. No, I have more than 40 channels that make me hundreds of thousands of dollars all together every single month. Like, I'm checking straight bags off of this, just sitting in my crib, recording, making videos. So if you want to learn exactly how I do it, I'm showing you how to clip farm, how to edit, how to upload, how to make thumbnails, how to develop your character, how to make shorts, how to make clips, right? I'm giving you every piece of every single type of strategy that you will ever need to get rich on YouTube. So click that link. It's not a super cheap course, but it ain't expensive. It's only $150. And if you use the code MACMULA, you could get 20% off of that $150. So go get you some money.
What about back in the day?
Hold on. Let me ask.
Suge Knight and who's the guy who did the
Vanilla Ice was an artist. I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the executive.
Yeah. He hit it on the head, man. And that's why I don't blame Gucci Mane for
the business executives. See, this the problem. The business executive with suits on, if Pooh Shiesty would have did that to him, they would have called the police and wouldn't nobody said nothing. The only reason y'all saying something about Gucci Mane is because it's not because he was a gangster, none of that. It's because he's black. That's why y'all mad at me when I wished jail on Pooh Shiesty. Y'all mad at me because I'm a nigga. You see that? So when a nigga grows up in the streets, in the hood, and he wants to change his life, y'all always gonna condemn him for that. Always. Y'all will always condemn him. Y'all will never let the black man grow past the streets. Never. Y'all will never let it do it. If somebody robbed Jay-Z and he called the police, y'all would have called him a rat. And he's a fucking billionaire. Y'all would have expected Jay-Z to keep it solid.
Doing a goddamn thing. Because these folks don't do this nonsense with people who don't look like them. Yo, Gucci Mane was at one point, I guess, a street dude, but Gucci Mane is an executive. He's a father. Gucci Mane is like almost 50 years old. Gucci Mane is trying to run a legitimate business. And Pooh Shiesty came to a legitimate business meeting with Gucci Mane and did some igga stuff, right? And robbed his business partners and robbed them white folks who was with him. And you trifling mofos still wanted Gucci to keep it street?
Yep.
Y'all don't have this standard for Leo Cohen. And don't get me with the, well, Gucci is a street man. Cut it out, bruh.
Gucci ain't been a street nigga for
Gucci was at
20
some
years.
point in the streets. He done elevated his life.
Exactly.
Right? And you can't tell me what's street and what's not street. Leo Cohen and these other white executives be in business with the mafia. Y'all don't say, hey, man, because hey, bro, they be doing dealings with the mafia. They be involved in street stuff too, right? Money laundering, financial crimes, dealing with the mafia, right? They are involved in crime too. You don't hold them to that standard.
Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all something. Who's the main Instagram? Look at this. Let me just go on here and show y'all. Do this look like a street nigga to you? Because it don't look like a street nigga to me. This don't look like a street nigga no more. This guy doesn't look like a street nigga. Not anymore. This guy doesn't look like a street dude. You know what I'm saying, though? Look at what he wearing. Look at how he acting. Look how he look. This guy don't look like a street nigga. I'm sorry. He does not look like a street dude to me. Yeah, he hasn't looked like a street dude for a very long time. What's wrong with y'all, gang?
Listen, man, y'all signing all these street dudes. Y'all dealing with street dudes. Why y'all don't keep it hood? Man, cut it out, bruh. Pooh Shiesty wouldn't try that nonsense with Lior.
Right.
He wouldn't try that nonsense with no white executive in the industry.
Right.
And if those white executives put Pooh in jail, we would have said, man, what you thought was going to happen robbing them dudes, man?
Exactly.
Man, what you brought that nonsense to them white folks building?
It's self-hate, bro.
We got to give the same respect to Gucci's building, man. Right? You try to violate that man. I don't think Gucci is wrong at all.
He's not wrong.
But Charlamagne the God really put into perspective how anti-black and should I say raccoonish these rappers are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pooh Shiesty is anti-black. Pooh Shiesty is filled with self-hate.
Yeah.
For the mere fact that what he did to Gucci, he wouldn't have done it to any other white executive, ever.
Well, ain't no artist running down on the white executive.
Well, the question I have is, because we can't look at it, it's only happening to other black people, but is there security in that, knowing that he's not going to snitch or he's not going to involve the authorities, right? Because they have the same street code. Whereas, like, would Pooh do it to...
I don't even think, if this is true, I don't even think Pooh was thinking like that. I think Pooh was just literally a person whose mentality is still that of
the street.
The street.
Right.
So
But
this
Pooh
is how
never-
I know how to handle situations.
Exactly. That's what I had said. He doesn't know how to handle another. He doesn't know how to handle it no other way. That's why he's a little spoiled ass, punk ass, badass project baby, who don't know how to get his way other than grab a gun and put it in your face and hold the trigger and say, "I'll kill you right now if you don't sign this contract," or "Give me your Timberlands," or "Give me your watch." You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to handle no other situation. If y'all sit here and actually think about it, Pooh Shiesty is rich as hell. He ain't broken the hood no more. If he was broken the hood, at least I would understand the logic behind it. Pooh Shiesty rich as hell. He could have got that contract for $100,000, but he want to come home and buy 6 Maybachs, 3 Ferraris, two Corvettes, and come on, man.
To you, because he knows that you're not going to abide by the street code. So regardless of
I don't believe that. I don't believe he would.
Really?
No, I don't believe that at all.
I thought you were positing the theory that it's black artists do it to black executives. They wouldn't do it to white executives.
I've never seen them do it to a white executive. Well, white executives out here with the same contracts. Who do you think the black executive is learning it from?
This also applies to the reason why Pooh Shiesty is even mad at Gucci Mane in the first place. Pooh Shiesty is mad at Gucci Mane because when his cousin, who was signed to Gucci Mane, Big Scar, when Big Scar passed away from an overdose, Pooh Shiesty and Big Scar family felt like Gucci Mane didn't do everything he could for Big Scar, right? Gucci Mane didn't pay for the entire funeral. Gucci Mane didn't do this, and this. And when Pooh Shiesty came home, he felt like because Gucci wasn't, quote unquote, loyal to Big Scar, how he wanted Gucci to be loyal to, to Big Scar, he wanted out the contract and out the deal, and he went over and started messing with Gucci Mane's op, Yo Gotti.
That don't even make sense, though. If I signed you and I was around you, but Gucci Mane wasn't with Big Scar his whole life. Gucci Mane ain't grow up with y'all. He don't know y'all niggas. Y'all some rap niggas from Memphis that he said, "Hey, y'all hard. Hey, come fuck with me." He put y'all on, and that was it. Y'all probably ain't even spent no real time and did no real shit with Gucci Mane. Y'all ain't like, what the fuck? Why you expect this man to look out for your cousin how you would look out for your cousin?
Gucci Mane sent $10,000 to Big Scar's family. Now, should have Gucci Mane asked for the chain back? Probably not, right? But
Probably
if Big Scar
not.
never owned the chain and Gucci Mane owned it, whatever, okay?
Yeah, that's a different argument.
What white executive you think Pooh Shiesty and Big Scar family would hold to the standards they're trying to hold Gucci Mane to?
Exactly.
You think a white executive sending $10,000 to the family to take care of the funeral, you think that would be treated as, man, that's not enough, bro?
No.
What white executive is sending $10,000? Yo, these rappers died while signed to these huge labels,
Like, no
and
fuck.
these labels don't even send a flower to the funeral, bro.
Bro.
So if Gucci Mane stepped in, sent a little 10-piece, the father said Gucci sent a 10-piece, to me, that's cool.
That's great.
That's enough.
That's great.
But because Gucci Mane is black, or because, he comes from a certain background, he's held to these standards that we don't hold these white executives to.
Exactly.
These rappers die all the time. You think these white executives is pulling up to meet the family? And
Right, bro. You think fucking Atlantic, Interscope, Def Jam, you think the owners of these labels is pulling up to y'all funeral and say, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, we love his music. He did a lot for us. We're going to pay for everything. We're going to give everybody $1 million, and we're going to make sure the family is straight." I ain't doing that shit, nigga. Go down the list. Who you think paid for? You think they paid for Juice WRLD funeral? Just go down the list. You think they paid for Mac Miller's funeral? You think they paid for Tupac funeral? Biggie funeral? You think the labels paid for that? The big labels. Not Suge Knight and Comb. I'm talking about the big labels. The real owners of the labels. Y'all wanted the owner of 1017. You know 1017, he's not the major label. Y'all are signed through 1017 to another major. So why y'all didn't want them labels? Why y'all didn't want them owners to do nothing for y'all? Gucci Mane don't even fucking know y'all. He just signed y'all to a label and y'all was cool. Y'all ain't family for y'all to expect some shit like that.
Pay for the entire funeral.
Y'all niggas
And do
weird,
this,
bro.
this, and this, and set the mama up with money. Nah, hell nah, bro. These white executives is looking at the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all don't try to rob these white executives, if y'all ain't bringing those street stuff to their doorstep, then why bring the street stuff to Gucci? Because he's black?
Yep.
Why do we do our own like this?
That's why.
Charlamagne is absolutely right.
Yeah,
And by the way, I don't even know if his contract was bad. I'm just saying that there are
Right.
standard recording contracts. You ain't never. I've heard stories of people running down on Andre Harrell. I've heard stories of people running down, of course, on Diddy. I've heard stories of people running down on Eazy-E. But you ain't never heard stories.
Five Davis got run down on by.
But
who?
we're not going to keep
I
it
don't wanna
street,
say,
is
but-
my point.
Who? I want to know.
I don't know.
We bleep it. Who?
Lisa
I
left
agree.
out.
I agree with White. I don't know his name. I agree with my white brother over there. You know what I'm saying? I think Pooh Shiesty did that because he like Gucci Mane a street nigga. He ain't gonna call the police. I'm finna rob the shit out of him. That means it was a calculated robbery, which is even more conniving. So you robbed me and you thought you was gonna get away with it because you thought I was a street nigga and wasn't gonna call the police? You highly fucking mistaken today, boy.
Lopez, apparently, she claims.
Lisa ran down on Clive?
Yeah.
But that's not. See what I'm saying? I'm not saying that that's not the
With
thing.
a crew.
Oh, she had guys with her? Oh, I never heard that story.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shout out to Lisa. She the realest out of all these. You know what I'm saying?
No one ever ran down on like Leo Cole.
I've never heard these stories.
Well, why would you if you know that they're going to involve the law immediately? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not running down on somebody who you know is going to snitch,
Yeah,
because
I agree.
you're going to jail. You
Right.
could run down on a street dude because there's the chance that he's going to operate with the street code.
A chance,
No, but
barely.
to Charlotte's point, they've done that to like Steve Stout, and you know he's not a street dude. He's gonna go to the law, and they've still done it.
yeah.
Really?
See, I mean, Steve got busted. Did he busted Steve upside the head with a bottle? You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted out of the hate me now video. My thing is this. This is the most important thing that you can buy when you get into business, or what you can invest your money in. A lawyer.
A lawyer.
Get you a good entertainment lawyer, number one, so you don't sign a bad contract. And number
Right.
two, when situations like this do arise, then you have your lawyer get you out of said situation or help you get out of said situation. Never in the history of life for anybody of any color will this work out.
Exactly.
If you run down on somebody and say, I'm going to rob them and kidnap them and make them under duress, let me out of my deal, that is not going to end well
It's
for
not
you,
gonna
buddy.
end well,
I don't give a
dumbass.
No, you're right.
It's not going to end well.
And I love when Alex, who's the producer, the black guy, when he says, well, they ran down on Steve Stout and he's not a street dude. So it's not about whether they think you a street dude or not. It's the fact that if you got the complexion for violation, they're going to violate you. See, when you're black, you're held to a different.
That's the same thing. Everything y'all saying is the real problem because, see, y'all, all the gangs in Florida, right? All the gangs in Florida. Let's say when something happened to Kodak Black and his people, y'all can see and y'all can believe if I told y'all that Kodak Black put it. Let's say somebody killed Kodak cousin, God forbid. Somebody killed Kodak cousin, or somebody killed Lil Durk cousin, or when Lil Durk brother got killed. What they say happened? They say Lil Durk put a hit out on that nigga, right? Right? They put a hit out on that nigga. When King Von got killed, they put a hit out on the people that killed him, right? But when Trayvon Martin got killed, y'all niggas ain't put no hit out on George Zimmerman. Y'all niggas ain't put no hit out on the cop that killed George Floyd. Them niggas, even when they don't go to jail, they stay out. They go to Walmart, they go to Target. A lot of them niggas keep their job. And even if they do go to jail, y'all ain't killed them in jail. Y'all ain't put no hit out on Jeffrey Dahmer. Why y'all only put hits out on niggas? Y'all the biggest gangsters in the world, but when one of them white folks kill one of us, y'all don't never put no hit out on them. I've been in a car with niggas who riding around looking for somebody to rob. And when they see a white person, they don't even think. They're like, nah, we gonna leave him alone. We gonna go rob the nigga. When they riding around doing hits and robberies and they trying to get in trouble, they looking for niggas that look like them. They looking for a nigga with a bandana in his pocket, pants sagging a little bit, long, big baggy t-shirt, white t-shirt on, got a little walk with him. That's who they gonna go rob. That's who they gonna go kill. The nigga that look like them. You killing the nigga in the mirror. But again, when one of these white cops kill one of these black brothers, I can go down the list. Tamir Rice, I can't even think about the shit. Y'all ain't putting no hits out on them niggas. Self-hate. Oh, shit.
You're not a street dude. You a street dude or not. It's the fact that if you got when you're black, you're held to a different standard, right? Even though you've never been in the street a day in your life,
right?
You're not a street dude.
Right.
You're a civilian, you're a businessman, you're an executive like Steve Stout. Well, they still expect you to live by the street code because you're black and you are in proximity to street dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're black and you're from a certain environment where your family members are street dudes, well, your cousins are probably street dudes, well, your friends are probably street dudes. So you are expected to live by the street rules. And if you don't live by those street rules, well, they treat you like a pariah. Even though these white executives have family members who are gangsters, have family members who are in the mafia, have family members, you know, who have went to jail. These white executives also have been in proximity to street dudes. You think Leo Cohen, right, don't got some mafia boss? Like you think Leo Cohen, bruh, all right, don't got some, I don't know, like Israeli mob, like mob members, bruh? Cut it out, man. Of course they do. But they don't be held to them standards, right? You're not coming and say, hey, Leo, you be with some, you know, Israeli mobsters? You can't tell if we rob you. Man, cut it out, man. So, yeah, I don't feel bad that Gucci Mane told on Pooh Shiesty, as he should. To me, this sets a precedent, man. If you come playing in regards to business, if you come playing and violating and doing things to these black executives that you won't do these white executives, you going to jail, bruh.
And the reason I'm so weirded out is because it wasn't like you was doing a drug deal. If Gucci Mane was selling you 10 bricks and you wanted to rob him for the 10 bricks instead of paying him, shit, okay, fair game in my opinion. Cool. But when Gucci Mane is not doing nothing illegal, Gucci Mane is doing everything the right way, and you come doing some shit the wrong way, and then Gucci Mane continues to do shit the right way and call the police, y'all got a problem with it? That shit is weird, bro.
And these black executives should get a pass. I feel like the culture should see this and say, you know what, Gucci?
Exactly.
You wasn't operating in your capacity as a street dude at the time.
Exactly.
I think that should be the new rules of the streets. It's only snitching if you were operating in the capacity of a street dude, right?
Bro, that's been the rule. That's been the rule. The problem is they want to keep Gucci Mane in this little ass box. Because when they first heard of Gucci Mane, when they first heard a Gucci Mane song, he was talking about gangster, 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 gangster. And he's been a gangster probably since he was 14 years fucking old. Well, let's say 16. So 30 years later, he's supposed to still be a gangster because you view him as a gangster. Even though I ain't heard about him doing no gangster shit in I don't know how many years. You ain't seen Gucci Mane in the hood. You ain't seen him throwing no setup. You ain't heard him about robbing nobody. You ain't heard him killing nobody. You ain't heard him getting arrested. You ain't heard him getting in a shootout in, I don't know, 15, 20 fucking years. Since he got out of jail, that was at least 10 years ago. The problem is, niggas, they say once you a street nigga, you gotta die a street nigga. No, the fuck you don't. What the fuck?
Okay, if I'm at work and somebody comes to my job and violate me, I should be able to tell because I'm operating in the capacity of a gainfully employed human being.
Right.
Now, if I'm outside on the block and I'm operating in my capacity as a street dude, well, then, I should keep it street.
Yeah.
So if I'm at a business meeting and I'm operating in my capacity as an executive,
Right.
I'm not on the block right now.
Right.
So if I'm at the meeting, I could tell. If I'm on the block, I can't tell. That should be the new rules for the streets, man. Operating in the capacity.
Now, the
man.
reason I don't agree with that is because you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. If you in the streets, for example, if you in the streets every day gang banging, but you work at McDonald's and one of your ops catch you at McDonald's and they try to shoot you and you tell the police, I'm not going to agree with that. But if you in the streets from 14 to 25 and then when you turn 26, you ain't doing the street shit no more and you ain't been on the block, you ain't dissed no ops, you ain't did none of that for I don't know how many years, for 5, 10, 16, 10 years, to the point where you ain't got no more ops. You know what I'm saying? Then do what you want to do. Call the police, nigga.
All right? If I'm at my daughter daycare and you come and try to get me there, I could tell because I'm operating in my capacity as a father at the time. Facts.
This is just a case of somebody who just didn't understand business. And the reason I know that Gucci understood business, because Gucci didn't go down those streets. Gucci thought that clearly they were having a meeting
It was on the up and
about
up.
some business. And then the other side allegedly decided to turn that into some other. I wouldn't be mad at if Gucci went and told, but but I just think it's stupid to still abide by those rules.
I agree.
When you're so far removed.
If
from
you're
it.
a law-abiding citizen, the rules
Yes.
protect you. If you're not a law-abiding citizen, you can't use the rules because you can't be protected from the things you're doing, which are breaking the law.
Right.
They still want Gucci. And this is when you know people just want to see crash outs. They want to hear a story about Gucci allegedly almost getting robbed and then pulling out a chopper and
what I
spraying
said.
down everybody.
Because it's more entertaining for them.
That's what would make everybody believe the allure, the story of the boogeyman Gucci.
But hasn't he
Right.
proved himself? Like,
Yes.
That's what I said.
And he's also proved that he wants to evolve.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Go read his last book episodes. This
Yeah.
man
Exactly.
has evolved on purpose.
Exactly.
This man has grown and evolved intentionally.
Oh,
No,
bro.
that's the clone. That's the clone. That's not him.
Yeah, even that pisses me off.
Yeah, I know.
Whenever a person decides to grow and evolve,
And change.
now they're a clone.
Now they a clone.
what's Ross saying?
What did Ross say?
My DM Rose, what you think or how you feel about the Guwap Pooh Shiesty situation? I don't like it for either side. You know what I'm talking about? Guwap most definitely didn't deserve that, and I don't want to see this for the little homie Pooh Shiesty, but this is when niggas got to be educated and understand. In business, you got to negotiate, my nigga. You got to negotiate. If you was signed for $100K and now you got 10 M's on the table, it's time to negotiate. This how we do this. Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Everybody win. Let's
Right.
go. That's how I gotta go, my nigga.
Ask the people who's online saying Gucci wrong. Ask them, what would you prefer that Gucci did?
I've asked them in the comments and nobody has said anything. Nobody has said anything. A few, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a few people that said something. One of them said, "Take your L." Take your L. That's what they said. Take your L. And then you go on their page and this is a broke ass college student. Like, nigga, if somebody stole your pack of noodles out your fucking your pantry in your college dorm room, you ready to slap somebody, but you want Gucci Mane to take a $10+ million L? That's the only thing I've heard. Because they can't say they want Gucci Mane to crash out because they think they sound stupid. So what they say is he supposed to have took his L. That's what they said. Not me. That's what they said.
And they would try to talk around it. No, the ones with no sense would just be honest and tell you, man, he should have crashed, man.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man, somebody
That's the
robbed
stupid.
me, man. I'm coming back with the soldiers. Those are the ones with no sense. Like the ones with sense who understand they just can't admit to that. They can't admit to their stupidity. They'll try to talk around it. Well, listen, man, like he could have, man, I don't know, man. Like you got 100 dudes who love you, man. You know, you got street dudes ready to rob for you, man. You know, I ain't saying crash, but, you know, man, listen, man, but the police ain't the answer. So what's the answer then? Right? They will talk around it before eventually say, man, listen, man, do what you got to do. Man, all right, nah, bro. The answer ain't Gucci crashing, bro. The answer ain't Gucci going ahead and doing something to Pooh Shiesty and then leaving behind his newborn and going to jail for some time. Is you crazy, bro? But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? And if you're still watching this video
I
and
think niggas clown the fuck out.